Hello everyone. It is another month, and we have another Munch box. So, let's see what we have inside. The big question is, who is the person who packed this box? It's been Elizabeth for the last 2 times. This one was packed by Nick. Very cool. It's got a custom card. That's neat. I love the relaxed working environment. You also can't go wrong with the ice cream parties every Thursday. Wow. I would agree with that. Very, very cool. Nice. That's a different way of doing it. Okay. Let's see the goodies. What will be savory and what will be sweet? We have cannoli chips. Powdered sugar small batch. That sounds delicious. A new twist on an old tradition. A crispy pastry snack. So they look like they're little triangles of chips. These are powdered sugar. They also have cookies and cream and cinnamon and sugar. Our dads, Angelo and Frank, made their first golden cannoli in the back room of our bakery over 45 years ago in Somerville, Massachusetts. Since then, we have delivered the same authentic, handmade cannoli shells and fillings to our loyal customers from coast to coast. Now, our second generation continues our family cannoli tradition, but with a creative new twist, introducing the original cannoli chips. These chips are just plain fun and a great new way to enjoy cannoli. Keep them all to yourself or share them. They make the perfect snack. Use them in a recipe or crumble them on ice cream, pies, cakes, yogurt, and fruit. Each batch is made with love and a few arguments, and we wouldn't have it any other way. That's sweet. Very nice. This is from Brazil. Deliciousness, Sabor Pimenta, crunchy puffed snack bites flavored like fresh peppers. So they're like little pillows of bread with a flavoring. So they'll be crunchy. We have the ingredients on the back. They also have pizza flavored, calabrese, looks like onion, salsa, and cheese. And then I guess just meat, churrasco. I don't know what that means exactly, but it looks like some sort of meat. Here we have Doritos. But these are Doritos from Israel. That's pretty cool. How that's spelled out. These are grilled barbecue flavor. And they have the Israeli writing and some Arabic on the back. Cool. I'm interested to see what the Israeli flavor of grilled barbecue is. This is a little canister from South Korea. Hitai Choco Pick biscuits. These are little cookies, sticks dipped in chocolate. We have this really weird frog guy. Crayon Shinchan. Licensed by Animation Unlimited. Yushi Yoshito. Very cool. We have Sour Power Straws. These are from the Netherlands. It's very interesting packaging for the Netherlands. Sour Power Straws and watermelon flavor. Oh, okay. I think this is supposed to be a cat or something. We have the ears here, and the nose, and the mouth is like puckered up, and you've got this long neck, and then these are like suspender straps and a big button or something. So, and then we've got like a storm of a lightning and stars above his head. The original since 1985. We have a pickle. I love it. Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick, dill flavored. Pickle Rick in a pouch. Contents is 1 pickle. It's fat-free, low-calorie, low carbs, gluten-free. It contains a cucumber, water, salt, vinegar, natural flavorings, sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate, calcium chloride, alum, and yellow 5. I do like pickles. Manufactured by Van Holten's, Waterloo, Wisconsin. So, made in C-137. I think that refers to the universe we're supposed to be in. I follow Rick and Morty, but I'm not a huge diehard fan for them. Okay, once again we have something that is kind of like a stroopwafel, but this is from Canada, and it is strawberry flavored, but it's the same basic concept. Chewy and sweet stroopwafel with creamy strawberry filling. A delicious, crispy, and chewy European snack waffle. Snack waffle. Very cool. Oh, we've had these before just recently. Fudge Classics. And if I remember correctly, these are not chocolate fudge. They are caramel type fudge. That was a surprise to me last time. Soft and chewy fudge with a creamy center. And we have a drink here. Wow, this looks very fancy. We have a guy who's kind of angrily yelling at us on the front. He's got a guitar and he's reaching out towards us, and he's got fire behind him. And he's saying something very important right here, but I can't read it because the sticker is over top of it, and because it's in Japanese. So those are the reasons. Okay, then over here it looks like a very different scene with a very sedate, calm scoop of ice cream with a cherry. So it is either going to be a delicious kind of dessert drink, or it's going to be one of the most intense experiences with music we've ever had. Let's see what it says. Poka Sapporo Gubinomi melon cream soda, sweet and creamy melon flavored soda. That sounds delicious, actually. And it does not have caffeine, but it does have concentrated skim milk. I don't think I've ever had a drink quite like that. I assume it's carbonated. And we have two more things. This is from the United Kingdom, Chouette's cola flavored. So just kind of a taffy type. I always thought these were tomatoes down here, these little red swirly things with bubbles. Kind of look like a slice of tomato. But it's cola. Okay. I like Japanese cola flavored, so it'll be interesting to see how that differs from UK cola flavor. Then we have some very nice cookies from Brazil. White chocolate sandwich cookies. Very nice. So, it looks like we've got quite a bit of sweet in this box. Let me get this out of the way. We'll give a rundown here of what we got. So from the looks of it, this is the only savory snack we have. But it's very fascinating. I'm very interested in it. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have this as well. These are pepper flavored crunchy snacks. So two things. And this is kind of a sour. So it's not sweet, but it's not really savory either. So a pickle is an unusual treat. I'll probably take this out of the pouch and cut it up a little bit of it and eat the slices, since it looks like it's going to be pretty messy to open up in my little studio here. And do that in a controlled environment. But I'm really looking forward to that. That should be delicious. And these should be really interesting. And then we have some kind of old standbys. I like sour things, but sometimes watermelon can be a bit, I don't know, chemically flavored. So, we'll see. And then these stroopwafels are always popular. And some kind of like Pocky-like treats. And some cookies. So, looks like we got a nice box of snacks to dig into. Okay. So here is our savory and kind of sour pickly flavored things. We're going to start with this one. Then we'll move to here, and then finally we will eat the pickle, or part of the pickle. It definitely smells like pickle in here now. This packaging is interesting. It's kind of like a very light foil, but it has this ink on the outside, which gives it a matte finish. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, they're pretty crunched up in there. Let's see if we can get a whole one here. Some of the crumbs fall to the bottom. They're pretty small. They've got like a powder on them, like a dusting of flavoring. Those are nice. A definite kick of pepper flavor. It's not messing around. got a kick of heat, so it's not just the pepper flavor, but it's also got a spiciness to it. And these are very light and airy. Kind of like a wonton you might get at a Chinese restaurant in America. But very delicate. Yeah. You can tell these are kind of addicting. I really like the flavor. There's a very definitive, peppery, spicy flavor to it. It tastes very authentic. Doesn't taste fake. That's really good because it's a flavor that could easily be put on a heavier chip. But you have this light, delicate crispiness with this really strong flavor. I think it's a good combination. Okay, now let's try these Doritos. So I'm assuming this is just a way of writing Doritos. I don't know that it's called anything different, but if you know, let me know in the comments. Okay, pretty familiar chip. Grilled barbecue flavor, so it's not smoke. Trying to place the flavor. It may have a little bit of a smoke flavor to it. But it's not American barbecue flavor. A bit of a meat flavor. Kind of like an artificial meat with a little bit of smoke and some spices that are kind of like Indian spices, almost like a masala flavor. It's not bad. But it's not my favorite. It's nice, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Okay. Now here we have our slices of pickle Rick. Oh, if I can get them loose from each other. Okay. Definitely pretty standard dill pickle smell to it. Very vinegary. But it has a little bit more of a pepper, like black pepper flavor to it than you would normally associate with dill pickles. It's kind of nice. It's like dill pickle plus. dill pickle is definitely crunchy, which is good. And the flavor, when you swallow it, really gets you in the back of the throat. Kind of like a little vinegary, peppery kick back there. Yum. I might like this better cold, but it's not bad. It's just a little different than what you would expect. Okay. Okay. Before I go straight from pickle to sweet, which I think may give my taste buds whiplash, I'm going to eat a few more of these to cleanse my palate, or at least change the flavor in my mouth. Okay. Don't eat the whole bag. It's really good. So, after that, let's try this. Wash it down with some, what do they say this was? Sweet and creamy melon flavored soda. Not a whole lot of carbonation, just a little bit. Smells like cream soda. Just a hint of carbonation. And it definitely, it tastes like an ice cream float that we have here in the States, is where you fill a glass full of ice cream and you pour a soda over top of it, like Coke or Sprite or something like that. And then the creaminess of the ice cream mixes with the tanginess of the soda. Yeah, that's pretty authentic tasting. Fairly mild, doesn't punch you over the head with it, despite the guy here being very dramatic on the front. Okay. Well, I'm not anticipating liking these very much, so I want to get them out of the way. That is always my philosophy with anything that I eat. I usually eat the thing that I don't like first, and then I can finish it up with things that I do like. And that way the last thing that I have eaten is not the thing I don't like. See if we can reach in here. Pull out a straw. There we go. Got a nice coating of the sugar / sourness on it. It's not bad at all. I don't know that that's watermelon flavor. Maybe. If I was eating this and did not know what it was, I would not guess that this is watermelon. A little bit of a sour flavor. It's a really good chewy texture. Doesn't super get stuck in your teeth. Yeah. Kind of just a generic fruit flavor. Kind of maybe hints of watermelon here and there. Probably reminds me most of like a Twizzler in flavor. So I don't know if they put the wrong flavor in there, or that's what they consider watermelon in the Netherlands. But it's good. Better than I thought, so that's always a plus. I'll lay those down over there so they don't fall over. Now let's go on for something else that's chewy, because it's called Chewits. And we'll see about cola flavored treats. How do you get these open? They're very well glued. There we go. These are kind of starburst in shape and size. I don't really smell anything from them. Looks like they have a little dragon for their mascot. Oh, and they're kind of light colored. I kind of expected them to be dark, like dark brown like that. But they're not. So, definitely have kind of a starburst thing going on. Squishy, chewy. Let's see. Say that can definitely be a cola flavor. A little bit different than the Japanese cola flavor, but not bad at all. Okay, it does have some citric acid in it. There's a little bit of sour. Concentrates of apple, carrot, hibiscus, molasses, black carrot, black currant, flavoring, egg white powder, oligosaccharide pea protein. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, I kind of like that. This is probably more of an honest cola flavor. The Japanese cola flavor tends to be a little chemically in flavor. This tastes a little bit more straight up cola, but not like a Coca-Cola, but definitely kind of a generic cola flavor. Let's take a break and drink some melon cola. Excuse me. Okay, well, this has been very nice. sticking with the things I didn't think I would like first, but they've been quite pleasant. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a dipping situation. Glad I was holding this upright. Okay, so we have the sticks, we have the chocolate, and we have the little sprinkles. So it's a little fun activity. So we take the stick, you dip it, it only goes down enough to get like the tip of it in, and then we dip it in the sprinkles. Okay, let's see. It's not a very strong chocolate flavor. And these crackers, I think it's the crackers. Let me see. Yeah. These crackers have just the barest hint of kind of that shrimp flavoring that you can sometimes get. And it is just subtle in the background. That doesn't necessarily go well with the chocolate. So, yeah, these are okay. Not anything to write home about. And those would be a pass for me. So these are things that I've had before. So I think I'm just going to hold off on these since they're really chewy. They were okay, but they weren't spectacular if I remember correctly. But we'll have a cookie. I think it's something I've taken for granted, having gotten MunchPaks many times now, is that for packaging food and snacks and things that are crumbly and crunchy, they come in remarkably good condition. This one has been probably the most banged up, and that's just because they're so delicate. But I mean, I'm pulling whole cookies out of here, and they may be a little rough around the edges, but they're basically holding together. Very rare is the thing that I pull out that's completely demolished, even some things that are like marshmallow. Now, this cookie and this drink are going to go very, very well with each other. This is a creamy white chocolate and a very buttery cookie. And this is a creamy melon flavored drink. That's really good. But this is kind of milk based. This is a cookie. Cookies and milk are a classic. So this is your basic sandwich cookie. Just a little bit of filling. But instead of like the cream of like an Oreo cookie, this is definitely a white chocolate. That's a good combination. Okay. Okay, so here are the two that we have left. Let's go with these first. It's kind of a toss-up. Okay, that's not going to tear easily, so it's time to get out the handy-dandy knife. Smell very much like powdered sugar. And lots of powdered sugar on it. This is very much cannoli dough, fried. It's crunchy, but it's not, it's much closer to like a butter cookie. Kind of like what these are, than you would think of as a chip. It's very dense, thick, rich dough. But it's nice. I think if you put, I'm going to try something here, okay? I don't know if this will work. I don't think I can peel this off. Let me just try this then. Yeah. Clean the crumbs off of that. Yeah, those all really work well together. Those are nice. A little heavy, but that's what you would expect from cannoli dough. Okay. I like that this is sweet, but it's not so super sweet. Or else I'm eating all a bunch of other sweet things, so I'm not noticing how sweet it is. A little gooey. So this looks like it's much more like a strawberry jam. Let's see here. Yeah. Pretty mild strawberry flavor. but it goes well with the waffle. It's all blended very nicely. And that same type of texture, a little bit of chewiness. That's good. Not as good as like the regular ones, like the maple flavor or the caramel flavor. It's still very nice. Okay, well, this has been a very, very good box this month. I think my favorite of this box, I think would have to be this drink. I really, really like this. But this would be a close second, these pepper-flavored chips. But I have a little bit of nostalgia, I think, associated with this drink, having ice cream floats and stuff as a kid. And I don't do that much anymore. So this brings back some nice memories. It has a very authentic flavor of soda and ice cream together. So, yeah. And these were very good. Yeah, this was probably just the so-so kind of meh. But very good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment about any of the stuff that I've eaten, or if you have any stories about how you've eaten something similar, or what is it like to have snacks like this in your country or where you're from, let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been relaxing, and I hope you've possibly gotten some ASMR off of it. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll be seeing you guys soon.